You don't overthink because you care too much. You overthink because part of you believes you deserve the discomfort. That's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Overthinking isn't intelligence. It isn't depth. It isn't being self-aware. It's self-punishment disguised as problem-solving. And today, we're exposing it. Overthinking gives the illusion of control. Your mind tells you, if I replay this enough times, I'll prevent future pain. If I analyze every mistake, I'll never repeat it. If I stay alert, I'll stay safe. But here's the problem. Your brain doesn't distinguish between reflection and attack. To the nervous system, rumination is threat exposure repeated, non-stop threat exposure. You're not preparing. You're rewounding. This is where it gets uncomfortable. Many people overthink because they believe rest equals laziness. Calm equals irresponsibility. Peace equals something you haven't earned yet. So the mind creates a rule. If I keep suffering, I'm being accountable. That's not awareness. That's guilt management. And guilt always demands payment in the form of mental pain. Here's the loop most people are trapped in. Something goes wrong. You blame yourself. You replay it endlessly. You feel worse. Feeling worse convinces you you're working on it. That's not healing. That's atonement. Your mind believes punishment equals responsibility. So it keeps the pain alive. Letting go feels dangerous to an overthinking brain. Why? Because overthinking became your identity. If you stop, who holds things together? Who prevents future mistakes? Who keeps you in line? Silence feels like negligence. Peace feels like letting yourself off the hook. So the mind stays loud not to solve, but to discipline you. Research shows rumination activates the same stress circuits as physical danger. Your body reacts as if the threat is still happening. The mistake is still active. The danger is still present. So cortisol stays high. Focus drops. Emotional regulation weakens. You feel exhausted but unable to stop thinking. That's not weakness. That's a nervous system stuck in punishment mode. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Overthinking gives you a sense of moral superiority. I take responsibility. A reason to delay action. A way to avoid vulnerability. If you're busy punishing yourself, you don't have to change yet. Pain becomes familiar. Change becomes optional. Real awareness sounds different. Self-punishment says, why am I like this? Awareness says, what is this reaction trying to protect? One attacks identity. The other observes behavior. Control doesn't come from harsher thoughts. It comes from precision, not by forcing silence, but by changing the relationship. Name the pattern. This is rumination, not problem solving. Ask one grounded question. What action is actually required, if any? Set a thinking boundary. I'll revisit this later. And mean it. Redirect to the body. Breathing, walking, physical grounding. Your mind punishes. Your body stabilizes. Control is quiet. It doesn't scream. It doesn't spiral. It doesn't rehearse suffering. It responds, then disengages. If your mind feels violent, loud, or exhausting, that's not control. That's internal conflict. If this video hit, it doesn't mean you're broken. It means you've been using pain as a form of discipline. Understanding that isn't weakness. It's the first moment you regain control. And control begins when punishment ends.